The Hokies take the field in this electric Enter Sandman entrance. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. And the Monarchs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hokies offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Bruckmeyer, transfer from Penn State. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. The run inside. It's Overton. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dances away. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got room to work. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brown.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep it.
Maybe a crease. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator because on 3rd down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it off to your running back, and he shows great vision. He knows where the sticks are, picks up the 1st down. And this offense, they've got some momentum going.
Many times, the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20. He's in with the pick 6. Touchdown, ODU.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Send the tight end in motion. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Overton. Turning it on. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, he keeps making more of those. Wayne Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Hawkins. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Monarchs offense will come out to go on the attack for the 1st time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is.
Throws it deep. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looking for a crease. It's Roach. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Monarchs will hustle to the line. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Monarchs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off. Eight-yard run.
Number 93, set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, he's got a chance. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had nowhere to go. Defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Ryan. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So
there's some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Finds his man, it's Agnew.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Roach. Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Potter. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense...
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Old Dominion sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. That's caught. It's Harris. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Back to throw, it's Potter. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Might as well stick with him. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. The give to the lone running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires quickly. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Makes the grab. It's Harris. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Complete. Oh, sweet feet. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Number 93, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got...
There's a little room there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Ryan. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Roach. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Going for it all. He's got it down the right side. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers on how to get back in this football game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Potter. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, ODU.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 93, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They called their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the move, it's Overton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Western Kentucky, taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Hilltoppers, eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Back now to your game in Blacksburg. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Dropping back, it's Potter. Turns it loose. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots in zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Old Dominion sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. To the air, it's Potter. Punts it out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Absolutely perfect. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Set to advance on the play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Overton. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the catch. It's Keith. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Oh, what a move to get open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Run in the red zone, it's Davis. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokies! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Here comes the two-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Monarchs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Roach.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Keeps it and gets the first. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Monarchs. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did.
Number 93 set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to Davis. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Back to pass, it's Ryan. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Crosses the 30. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very...
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Ready, go! Now the play fake. A little release to the back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Running the option, it's Potter. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Hands it off on the counter. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blown the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Number 95, set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just...
Send it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Handoff to the lone back. And he's knocked down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gets rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Plows through the defense.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Hokies are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Might be looking to run. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Finds the tight end. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give on the counter. Maybe some room here. Makes it past the marker. Lowers those pads. And runs through another guy. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again. But what's been going on with the tackling defensively, that's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof. And that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play. And that's been the story for this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points came courtesy of that 80-yard run to the house.
Number 93, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start Jesse, to almost the finish now, they have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They feed him again. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Tackled there by the defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the black.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Hauls it in. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. On the run, it's James. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.